everyone, and welcome back to another anime figure opening video today. Today is not so much of an anime figure opening, this is actually a Noodle stopper opening video. And today we're looking at Alice Synthesis 30, the Noodle stopper figure. So let's kick this off by taking a look at the box. So first off, let me highlight that this is actually quite a small box. Compared to the video that we released recently of the precious Rem Magician figure, it's quite small. I mean, actually it's about half the size, so yeah, we expect this to be quite a small figure. But as you can see, we have Alice here on the front sitting down on top of a platform. I'm guessing this is probably a noodle pot, or should be a noodle pot anyway. Up here we have Furyu, there's a few arrows, a nice logo in the background. Beautiful logo there, wow, look at that. And then over here we have Jaya Prize and our age warning logo. If we go further down, we actually have our Sword Art Online, Alicization, or Alicization, Noodle Stopper Figure, Alice Synthesis 30. And then down here in Japanese, we just have Noodle Stopper Figure, Alice Synthesis 30. So this is the first version. And yeah, this is actually a series. These Noodle Stopper figures are actually quite common in Japan. And we already do have one for Sword Art Online. So let me just quickly find that. And here she is. We have a little Yui here. She is supposed to be a Noodle Stopper figure, so she would stop and close the noodles for us. I did actually plan to make an opening for her a long time ago, but the footage got old and I just never got round to it. So yeah, here you go. Here she is. Very pretty. And if you did want to see that, please let me know, because I do still have the footage. I can get it out of the archive if I need to. But yeah, so this is the one we already have. So yeah, we seem to be getting a lot of Sword Art Online Noodle Stoppers. But anyway, this is the front. On the side, we just have some text. Again, same stuff, Sword Art Online Alicization, blah, blah, blah. And we do have this nice pattern here that's going all the way around the outside. I must highlight that too. And then on the back, we have a lot of safety information. So this is all the same stuff we have seen again and again and again. We also have another QR code down here. Let me put that a little bit closer so you guys can scan it if you want to. I'm not too sure what this would lead to, probably to show you some of the character prizes that are going to come out soon. Please don't call this phone number. And also on the other side, we just have the same information from over here with a little bit more Japanese information at the bottom. On the bottom of this, there is literally nothing except for this piece of tape, so there's nothing wrong with that. And then on the top, if we get this round the right way, we have Sword Art Online Alicization, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's get this open. Okay, so back in with our knife. And yes, this was actually a request from my wife. We saw it in the game center and she thought, oh, I wonder if we could win that. And yeah, we're quite impressed. The thing that she fell in love with most was actually the way her hands are being held here, so it's pretty cool. She loves that kind of like regal look, so yeah, very happy to have this. So let's open it up. And we are met with cardboard. Okay, save the planet. Although this doesn't look very nice, does it? Is that it? Oh, that's a waste. Alright, let's put this down. And yeah, here we have our Alice inside of some bubble wrap. So let me get her unwrapped. Let me get this nice and neatly set up, and we'll take a better look at this. And here is our Noodle Stopper Alice figure. And wow, this is actually really pretty. It's very high detailed. And yeah, we'll come to what this is in a second. But yeah, wow, look at that. But anyway, let's start off by taking a look at her face. So as you can see, she has these beautiful blue eyes, and yes, both of her eyes are here, so that is a positive fact here. Her nose sticks out a little bit there, and her mouth is just stern and cold, as you would expect from Alice early on. She also has this headband here on her head, keeping her hair apart. You can see as well that her fringe comes down in a few spiky points, so that's pretty cool. We have a few little bits coming off here. We do also have a few long strands separated from the rest of her hair at the back, so again, this is an adorable look. And actually, one of them's tucked underneath her arm here. We can still move it about, which is cool, but we're not going to untuck it because it's there for a reason. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And then if we go to the back of her hair, we can see that this is all tied into a nice ponytail. There's a lovely plait going into here where there's a white bow. And actually, that white bow is very pretty too. And then going further down the figure, as we can see, her hair just comes off into this trail at the bottom, and it sits quite nicely on her blue cape here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So there you go, that is her head and her hair. Let's have a quick look at her armor. And moving down her body, as we can see, she's wearing a full set of golden blue armor here. She has these golden shoulder plates. There is also this breastplate here. She also has these golden gauntlets and these supports on the side. And yes, these are very pretty. I mean, just look at the detail on that gauntlet there alone. You can see that there's a lot of love that's gone into making this. So yeah, quite impressed. But one of my favorite parts is actually this little bit in the middle here. What was it? I can't remember. Church of the Axiom something. Axiom Church. Comment below. But just look how nicely that is engraved on there. That's very, very pretty. You can see underneath she is also wearing white and blue, so that is the rest of her outfit. You can also see that's the same with her sleeves here and the little bit of white that's coming down here in the middle. She also has these very nice little crosses here with golden blue there and there, so very pretty. If you turn to the back, you can also see a little bit more detail on these shoulder pads, so these are very, very pretty. And actually that her breastplate covers a lot of her neck, so it is quite supported if there is a battle. And while we're on the back, let's have a quick look at this cape, because you can see there's a lot of beautiful folds that have gone into this. These are very nicely detailed, and there's this lovely white trim going around the back. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Again, I've never really seen the practicality of capes in battle, but hey, they look awesome as fuck. But there you go, that is the back and the front. Moving even further down her legs, you can see that she has this little part here going down the middle, again with the same cross for that church, with this nice white and blue pattern. It's the same kind of pattern on the outside here of her cape. I believe this is a cape or part of her dress. No, this is part of her dress, sorry, because her cape of course finishes here. But the point I want to focus on mostly here at the bottom is this dress. I mean, most dresses originally have those basic folds anyway, just how a dress is designed. But just look at all of these crazy folds. These are all over the place, and I don't think there's really any rhyme or reason to why it's been done like this. But yeah, it's pretty funky. And actually, something quite interesting, these are her knees. And we can tell that because the legs come down like this to her boots. So we can see there's a little bit of leg here that goes down like this, kind of in a straight line. So that's actually a really cool design. I didn't realize that until now. But then also you can not see up her dress because it is one solid piece here. We do have this nice kind of ruffle going around the outside. And again, she has these golden booties on, and wow, look at that. There's even a bit of information there. I didn't see that before. So RKKSA. SA is probably sword art, maybe? Not too sure there. But it does have a copyright there, so it must belong to someone. And maybe the K is Kadokawa. But yeah, that's basically the stopper. Now, the point I really want to show you is actually underneath, because, as I said, she is going to be going on top of Noodles. So she will sit like this. Oh wow, that actually sits. So they need a nice flat surface here, and that also goes quite nicely with the cape, so it's actually all flat and just parallel. Parallel, is that the right word? No, it's just flat. And it's also a little bit curved here, because most Noodle packets are also rounded. But even if not, you're not missing off too much there, so it's a pretty interesting design choice. But something else we can see here is that her hand is sticking out flat. Now you can see all of the fingers on her gauntlet have been nicely kind of detailed, but kind of merged into one thing. But this is flat, and that goes very, very nicely with the pattern that is going to be sticking on the top of a Noodle packet. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, I like that a lot. I did also highlight over here the same with her hand, that you can see her fingers are all together, looking very regal. But it's just nice to see that they've added this extra detail here to the side, as if she is just holding herself up. But yeah, wow, what a cool Noodle stopper. Now, here's the big test. Does it actually work? So I'm going to go make some noodles, and I'm going to go and find out. Give me 1 second. so those noodles are pretty tasty, which is good. And yeah, she did a great job. I was actually quite impressed at how it actually kept the noodle top down. Whenever you're making noodles like that, it always seems to kind of like just flap up because of the heat and the steam. So yeah, cool investment. But instead of me blathering on again, because I feel like I do that way too much in these videos, let's take a few pretty shots of this figure. So let's take a look. Okay, and let's get you on the shelf. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to put you next to Yui here because I think you will sit quite nicely on the edge. And there we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, look at that. That's so cool. Now, it's kind of a shame because they're all looking off at the side here, so I'm not really sure why. But yeah, very, very pretty. So thanks again for tuning into today's video, everyone. If you did like the video, please do give us a like and please subscribe for many more figure openings coming very soon. Okay, bye!